Hello children, in today's session let us revise the lesson Anita and the honeybees. We saw that Anita is a girl star. Girl star എന്തായിരുന്നു? It is a project by the UN which selects children who have changed their lives by taking up education. Educated ആയിട്ട് സ്വന്തം ലൈഫിൽ ചേഞ്ചസ് വന്ന ഗേൾസിനെ പറ്റിയിട്ടുള്ള ഗേൾസിന്റെ സ്റ്റോറീസ് പറയുന്നതാണ് Girl Star Project എന്നുള്ളത്. So Anita Kushwaha is her name, is a girl star. She lives in the Pochaha village of Muzaffarpur district in Bihar. Biharlana. She's from Bihar. She used to graze her goats and she was not sent to school by her parents because in her village people thought that girls should not be sent to school and only boys should be sent to school. So one day Anita happened to attend a school and she liked the school very much. So with a teacher's help she convinced her parents that she wanted to go to school. Initially her parents objected, but with the help of teacher she could convince her parents. Teacher made them aware of the RTE Act. RTE nu പറഞ്ഞാല് right to education. So the teacher made the parents understand that they did not have to pay any money till she was in class 8 for her studies. Class 8 വരെ girls ഏത് കുട്ടിക്കും സ്കൂളിൽ പോവാനോ പഠിക്കാനോ they need not pay any money. They did not send Anita to school because they were so poor. They could not afford to send her to school. Anitayum koodi veetinu schoolilekku vidan they did not have the money. But the teacher made them understand that there is a right to education act where children from the age of 16 to 14 have the right to go to school without paying any money. So അങ്ങനെ teacher convince ചെയ്തിട്ട് she started going to school. Initially she did not score good marks, but she had a lot of doubt to ask her teachers. അങ്ങനെ ചോദിച്ച് she started doing well in her studies as well. But as she moved to higher classes, സ്കൂളിൽ പോയി പഠിക്കാൻ like for she did not have to spend for her education, but for other things like book, bag and all those things she had to find money. So as she moved to higher classes, her parents found it difficult to send her to school. So her parents asked her to discontinue her studies, but she was so interested in studies that she found a way to meet her own expenses. School പോകാനുള്ള expenses meet ചെയ്യാൻ she found a way. What was that? To teach younger children. അതിനേക്കാളും ചെറിയ കുട്ടികളെ പഠിപ്പിച്ച് അവരുടെ കയ്യിൽ നിന്ന് കിട്ടുന്ന ഫീസ് കൊണ്ട് she thought she could meet her expenses. But there were challenges. Villageലുള്ള bigger boys did not want Anita to teach because they were losing അവരുടെ income lose ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. And the children liked Anita because she was teaching them well. So many children were coming to her, which the others did not like. They tried to block other children from coming to her, but somehow she managed. So you can see that in every step she had different challenges. Initially school lo povan challenge undairunnu. Somehow she managed that. Then to continue her studies she had difficulty. She overcame that by finding a way to teach younger children. Younger children ne padikkumba appuram challenges like threat from other bigger boys in the village. That also she overcame. So you can see that every stage she had struggles and challenges which she overcame by her will. എന്താ പറയാ പഠിക്കാനുള്ള ആഗ്രഹം കാരണം she could counter all those difficulties on her way. Now as she moved to higher classes, her parents helped her. Her mother did all the household chores so that she could study. Now, when she understood the importance of studies, she started talking to other parents to send their children also to school. So she was benefiting from school. She spoke to other parents as to how she was improving with her studies and why they should send their children also to school. അങ്ങനെ എല്ലാവരോടും പറഞ്ഞ് slowly people started sending their children also to school. Now, every year her expenses were increasing. So by teaching the children alone, she could not meet her expenses. She had to find more money. So slowly she started realizing that she should do something more so that she could continue her studies. Then she came to know about beekeeping. Many people in her village were keeping bees, and they used to sell the honey they got from those. So she also thought of keeping bees. So she took a beekeeping course for the extra money to meet her expenses for her studies. അതായത് ഹയർ ക്ലാസ്സിലേക്ക് വരുന്നതോറും എക്സ്പെൻസസ് കൂടും അല്ലെ, പിന്നെയും മണി വേണം പഠിക്കാൻ. 8th സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡ് വരെ ഫ്രീ എഡ്യൂക്കേഷൻ ഉള്ളൂ. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എഡ്യൂക്കേഷന് പൈസ കൊടുക്കണം. Then she had to go to college. There again she may have to spend more. So she had to find more money. So for that she took a beekeeping course because there was a lychee tree near her house that attracted many bees. And people were making money by selling honey. So through her beekeeping course, she knew that bees lay their eggs from October to December. Initially, she did not have enough money because honeybees were kept in boxes, and a box of honey and a box costed around rupees 2,000. She continued with her classes of teaching smaller children, and somehow she managed to make rupees 5,000. With that, she bought 2 boxes, and with the remaining money, she bought some medicines and sugar so that she could make sugar syrup to attract the bees. Angane she started keeping honeybees. Now, this was in September. She continued teaching smaller children, and by September, she bought 2 boxes. Now, by December, she had to buy 2 more boxes because there were many honeybees. 2 boxes vechal pora. She wanted more. So by December, she bought 2 more boxes. Still, she was learning how to keep honeybees, and meanwhile, while keeping honeybees, she was stung by honeybees, which was really painful, but she could not complain it to anybody because that was her choice. She decided to keep honeybees. So in spite of all those difficulties, she continued beekeeping. Along with that, she continued her studies as well. She started going to college. She was going to college in her cycle. She had to go around 5 kilometers by cycle to reach her college. Now, a little about honeybees. Each beehive has 1 queen bee. Queen bee lays eggs, and there were many worker bees. They used to collect nectar from the flowers, and they brought it to the beehive. So they used to a beehive queen bee kum baby bees nu venda food fullum collect cheyidundayirunnathu worker bees aanu. Worker bees, when they find flowers with nectar, they make a special type of flower in the chuttum. They used to do a special kind of movement so that other bees also heard the sound and came to that place to collect the nectar. We know bees move by making a buzzing sound, and there were few male bees in a hive. Because there are few mistakes here. This is hive. So the male HIVE, sorry. So there were not much role for the male bees. Like bees, ants, termites and wasps also ഇതുപോലെ ഹണി ബീസിനെ പോലെ തന്നെയാണ് അവരുടെ ഒരു way of living. Like we know ants live in colonies. They have a queen ant. Then there are many worker ants which used to go and fetch the food for them. Then we saw how ants move. They move in a line. As soon as some food particles are dropped, the smell of the food particle attracts ants and they reach there within few minutes. So that is about honeybees and the story of Anita, who now we have seen that Anita and the people in the village who kept honeybees got around rupees 35 for 1 kg of honey. But in the market, it was sold for around 700 rupees. So Anita wanted to be a wholesaler so that the people in her village got fair price for the honey that they have collected. So honeybees ne beekeep ചെയ്തിട്ട് wholesalers ne sell ചെയ്യാണ് ചെയ്യുക. Wholesalers are people who buy honey in huge quantities. ഇതുപോലെ ചെറിയ ചെറിയ beekeep ചെയ്യുന്ന ആൾക്കാരുടെ huge quantitiesle honeys collect ചെയ്തിട്ട് മാർക്കറ്റിലേക്ക് കൊടുക്കുന്ന ആൾക്കാരെയാണ് നമ്മൾ wholesalers എന്ന് പറയാം. They were not giving a fair price. They were selling for around 700-800 rupees in the market. But the people who kept bees were getting only rupees 35 for 1 kilogram of bees. So Anita realized that they were not getting a fair amount for the work they did. So she wanted to be a wholesaler herself so that the people in the village got a fair price for their produce. So she wanted to be a wholesaler when she grew up. So that is the story about Anita. That is a little information about honeybees and ants, how they live in colonies or groups, and the different activities around the beehive. So that is about this lesson, children. I'll conclude my session now. Please watch the video. In case if you have any doubts, please do post it in the stream. That's all for today. Thank you and take care.